Hello, my dear children. Welcome back to another story session with Shabana ma'am. So today I am going to tell you a story about a lion. Yes, a lion cub. So the story's name is Squeak the Lion. Let's start with the story. Little Squeak was the youngest lion in the pride. All the other lions loved Squeak. He's so cute and cuddly, they said. Isn't he funny? They said. But Squeak didn't want to be cute or funny. Squeak wanted to be just like his brothers, Bruno and Leo. Bruno was a brave and strong, and Leo was clever and cunning. Look, see, this is Bruno and this is Leo. Then Squeak wasn't even his proper name. His real name was Rory. That was a proper lion's name. Squeak was silly baby name. Why does everyone call me Squeak? He asked his brothers grumpily. Because when you were a baby, you went squeak, explained Leo. So everyone called you Squeak, laughed Bruno. See, this is Leo and Bruno, and this is Squeak. Then one day, Bruno and Leo were going hunting. Wait for me, called Squeak, trotting after them. Squeak hurried to watch up, but soon his legs were feeling tired. He stopped for a rest and watched as Bruno and Leo disappeared into a tall grass. When he finally caught up with them, Bruno and Leo were crouched over a nest, looking egg, tasty eggs. Suddenly, there was a hiss. A head appeared, swaying above the tall grass. It was a snake. The nest of eggs belonged to her. She lunged at the lion cub, but brave Bruno roared. He swiped the snake with his paw and slithered away. Wow, Bruno, that was brave, said Leo, as the lion cub made his way away home. Did you see how Bruno swiped that sneaky snake? Said Squeak. Just at that moment, Squeak spotted a lizard crossing the path. He swiped the lizard with his paw, just like Bruno. But the lizard quickly flicked at its tongue, smacked Squeak on the nose. Squeak was so surprised that he jumped. The cross lizard continued on his way. Bruno and Leo laughed. You are so funny, Squeaky. They roared. See the snake? My God, such a big snake. And look at the snake's nest. So many eggs were there, right? Look what happened when Squeaky smacked at the lizard. And what did the lizard do? Let's read ahead. The next day, Bruno and Leo went hunting again. Wait for me, called Squeak, as he followed his brother down the water hole. It's very muddy along the bank and Squeak's paw went sinking into the mud. It slowed him down. Now I'll never catch up, he sighed as he watched his brother walk away. Then Bruno and Leo stopped. They had spied some paw print in the mud. These tracks belongs to a water buffalo, said the clever Leo, sniffing the ground, but followed it up and sneaked up on it from behind, said the brave Bruno, as he looked along the muddy trail. By the time Sneak reached the water, there were lots of paws print in the mud, and his brothers were nowhere to see. Sneak sniffed the ground and looked at the paw print. I can't follow the track too, said Sneak to himself and set off. He followed the track. Look, see, his whole paw was in the mud. But then he wanted to follow the track like his brothers. But what happened? He was such a tiny one. He was following the same track what he was putting his own imprint he was following. And Leo and Bruno were laughing behind the grass. And they were telling, oh, look at Squeak, he's so funny. Let's read ahead. The following day, Bruno and Leo were going hunting again. Wait for me, called Squeak. But this time his brother didn't want Squeak to come along. Not this time, Squeak, said Bruno. You are slow and you slow us down. Oh, get into trouble, said Leo. But Squeak wasn't going to miss a hunting trip. He followed his brother a little way behind. Bruno and Leo soon disappeared down the trail through some tree. They followed the trail until they found a good place to set a trap. Clever Leo piled up on some berries under the tree where a hungry squirrel would find them. Brave Bruno climbed up the tree and crept along the branches, ready to pounce. So they were going to hunt a squirrel. And look, they were putting a trap. See, Leo is putting all the berries down and Bruno is sitting on the branches to jump on the squirrel once they come to eat the berries. Then what happened? Very soon, a squirrel hopped towards the berries. A trap had worked. Bruno crept further along the branch, ready to pounce. But suddenly, as there was a crack, the branch came crashing down. They startled the squirrel, ran off as Bruno tumbled to the ground. Ouch! Roared Bruno. His tail was caught under the branch. Bruno was trapped. He couldn't move. Don't worry, Bruno, called Leo. Clever Leo, I'll find the way out. See what happened? See the branch as Bruno was going to pounce on the squirrel. What happened? The branch fell off. And look what happened. The squirrel ran away. And the Bruno's trail was trapped. And he got hurt. But Leo said, don't worry. I'm very clever. I'll find a way out. Squeak had just caught up with his brothers and was watching from behind a tree. Oh, my tail! Bruno moaned. Hurry up and help me out. Now, thought Leo, all I need is a vine or a heavy rock to lift the branch. But Leo didn't finish because a loud drum interrupted him. It was a sound of an elephant. Oh no, groaned Bruno. We are on an elephant trail and elephants are heading this way, gasped Leo. So what happened? See, his tail was trapped under this branch and it was a trail of a elephant and elephant were going to come. And they all got so scared because elephants are so huge and big, right? See, they all are so worried. While Leo dashed about to find a piece of rope, a long line of elephant appeared at the end of the track. Squeak Leo squeaked, looked at the elephant, then looked at the Bruno trapped under the branch. The elephant were getting nearer and nearer. Leo wasn't going to make in the time. The ground began to shake as the elephant trumped closer and closer. As the elephant was coming, the ground was shaking, dum, dum, with the loud noise. There is no time to lose, thought Squeak. He saw a gap below the branch that was just big enough for him to squeeze under. He dashed out from his hiding place into the gap, and with a more of a roar than a squeak, he heaved the branch with all his might. What did he do? He saw a small hole inside the branch. There was a gap. What did he do? He did not squeak this time. He roared and he lifted the branch up. And what happened? The tail of Bruno came out. The branch lifted just enough for Bruno to pull out his tail. Then Squeak pulled the branch away. The elephant were almost on the top of them. Bruno, Squeak and Leo leaped into the tree just as the elephants came thundering by. Wow, Squeak, that was brave, said Bruno. That was really clever, Squeak, said Leo. Look, see, Squeak was so happy that he helped his brother, and Bruno was so happy. He said, wow, Bruno, wow, Squeak, that was very brave. And Leo said it was very clever. The three brothers climbed down from the tree. Did you see the way Squeak came to rescue us? Said Bruno. Wait until we tell everyone how brave and clever Squeak was, said Leo. Squeak felt so very proud. Maybe we should call you Rory from now on, said his brother. Squeak smiled, but somehow he didn't mind being called Squeak anymore. See? Look, they all were so proud of Squeak. And they said, now we should call you Rory. But Squeak was happy with the name of Squeak only now. Did you like the story of these three little cubs? Three brother cubs? Yes? I hope you all enjoyed the story, children. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.